YouTube.
Now I've been looking for someone to put up with my bullshit.
Good morning. Tell you what, I'm a bit fired up. Fired up I am. What is it? 7:30 Eastern. I'm down here just outside of Abilene, Texas. So it's we're an hour behind here, 6:30. Just getting started with my day. Man, I got into the comments there this morning. You know, I'll shoot the video out and then you know, I'll make the video. I want to get some feedback, right? So I'm always in the comment section. And by the way, thank you for for everybody that interacts with the channel. I appreciate it. And when the interactions stop, I'll stop making videos, right? Because there's no point. I'm not on, I'm not on here making videos and hoping I become a big YouTube success and blow, all that. That was never my intention starting this channel. My intention was to build a channel, build a group of people with similar mindsets and bounce things off one another, through these very difficult times that we're all finding ourselves in. Whether you're in trucking or not, things are difficult for everyone everywhere. And me being alone for the majority of the time, I can get caught up in that, right? So it's a good way for me to express myself and to get some good, honest feedback. And like I said, I'm a bit fired up, the thing about it is that while I appreciate everyone's feedback, there's some people that come on here and they're looking to, stir the pot, right? Get everybody, all uptight and excited about the nonsense, and here it is, right? And I've never really spoke about it through the video before, but it's just been a non-stop assault of like this whole idea that I'm some kind of unsafe driver because I'm talking to a camera as I'm going down the road. And periodically I will take my eyes off the road. And apparently that is, a no-go. I've had people, the last comment I had was, you're not going to have to worry about your job because you're going to kill somebody first. It's like, wow, man, like really? Really? That's where you want to go? That's some morbid shit, man. And listen, here's the thing about it, right? I could go down the road all day, every day, 10 and 2, seatbelt, safety vest, hard hat, safety glasses, and something could just happen, right? And heaven forbid that takes place. And it would be devastating. But here's the thing, right? After 20 years of driving the same way for 20 years, right? And never having an incident, right? And I say incident because have I had close calls? Of course, I've had close calls. Have I made contact with another vehicle in 20 years? Never. Right? Never. And I mean, the thing about it is like, if you're going to come on here and tell me, with no face, no name, user XYZ3BC3 going to come on here with no face and start throwing, crap like that out, you know, I just feel like it's the kind of energy I don't want on my channel or in my life, you know. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you've never taken your eyes off the road? Okay, what about this? Here, I'm gonna change the station on the radio. Do you not have to take your eyes off the road? Do you never reached for something? Excuse me. You've never looked in your mirrors? When I look in my mirror, am I taking my eyes off the road? Yeah, I am, right? I can't look at two things at once. I feel like I'm insulting my own intelligence here by even having this conversation. So I don't know where this whole idea of, you're going to tell me you've gone down the road and never ate out of a bag of chips? You know, you're going to tell me you go down the road 8, 10, 11 hours a day like this? Never taking your eyes off the road? Well, you're going to have a problem bigger than what's going on with me. You need to be aware of your surroundings. You need to be looking at things. You know, I don't get it. You know, and if you're going to come on here and tell me that you're a professional driver and you've never looked at your fucking phone, I'm going to call you a fucking liar. All right? You're a fucking liar. There it is. You're going to tell me you never touched your phone? Fuck off. How dare you come on here, start talking all this nonsense about killing people? You know, it's disgusting. You're a fucking child. Grow up. It's unbelievable, man. It really is. Now, I've had people comment on not wearing my seatbelt. That's my fucking choice. If I don't want to wear my seatbelt, does that impact you? Huh? Does it? And if it does, you tell me how me not wearing my seatbelt impacts you. I'd love to hear it. If I don't want to wear my fucking seatbelt while I'm going down the road, what business is it of yours? Are you going to pay the fucking ticket? Are the points coming off your license? No and no. Again, right? Grow the fuck up. I mean, these are grown men and women making these silly fucking comments, talking about all this bullshit. It's one thing to go ahead and talk about, you know, a professional driver, you know, should be, you know, set a good example for the other people in the industry and yada, 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 yada. You know, I get all that, right? That's fine. And again, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. But the line gets crossed when you start talking about, you know, catastrophic events. Nobody wants to hear about it. You don't want to put that energy out there, do you? Really? You want to put that energy out there about, you talk about killing people? What difference would it be if I'm sitting here right now, as I am, going down the road and having a conversation with somebody on my headset or on my Bluetooth? Okay, I'm having a conversation, I'm talking, I'm going down the road. What difference is that from what I'm doing right now? Go ahead, riddle me that one. So you can go ahead and you can talk and have a conversation with the other person on the phone for hours on fucking end, right? You can go ahead and do that. That's okay, right? But as soon as you fire up a camera and you start talking into the thin air, which I'm doing, talking into thin air, right? As soon as you start doing that, that's where the line gets drawn. Oh, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. How is it different? Well, driver's lounge, like, it's one thing to have a conversation on a headset. It's another thing to have to, like, you know, look over at your camera, you know, when you take your eyes off the road, driver's lounge. Well, no, it's not any different. Because if you're going to tell me, again, that you've never taken your fucking eyes off the road for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, what have you, I'll call you a fucking liar. You're a liar. Disgusting, man. So, if someone can come on here, and I've put challenges out in the past, come on here and tell me, clearly define the difference and how talking on a phone, talking on a headset is safer than talking out loud into my truck, into thin air. How is one different from the other? If you can define that clearly, then I'll stop making videos this way. But I failed to see the difference. I failed to recognize the difference. Okay? So, let's leave that at that. And for crying out loud, like, you're talking about, you know, like, you see, I've got one of these stupid idiot boxes in my truck. We all do. You have to fucking look over at it. I gotta look over at it right now to turn it on. They send me fucking messages over the fucking thing. You know? I gotta fucking look over at it. I gotta fucking do what I gotta do. They put it off to the side. It's off to the side. I gotta fucking look at it.
Collision on HWY.
Okay, they send you messages. Well, where's the difference? It's like, fuck, man. No, I draw the line at talking about, like, collisions and all that garbage and putting that fucking energy out there. I absolutely draw a line. I don't want any part of it. Ugh, it's disgusting, man. Fuck. Was I ever upset this morning to see that? You're gonna fucking kill somebody. Blah, blah, but what? I'm gonna fucking kill somebody now, eh? Wow. Okay. I can drink a coffee, right? Now, when I'm drinking my coffee, can I go and set it down in my cup holder? Am I allowed to do that? Can I adjust my CB radio? Is that legal? Am I allowed to do this? Oh, okay, that's all good, right? But I can't do that. Fuck you. And your fucking high horse you rode in on. Fucking scumbags. Ugh. Alright, get that shit out. Shake it out, shake it out. Okay. Oh, I just took my hand off the fucking wheel. Fuck. Uh-oh. That's a thing, eh? Have I told anybody who I work for? Holy fuck. Inundated. Been inundated with fucking phone calls. You better fucking get this guy and fucking blah, blah, blah. Because why? Because you're so fucking miserable with your own pathetic life. Try getting one. Try getting a fucking life. How about that? God. Alright. I apologize. I mean, I'm not sorry, but for the folks that are on here, you know, coming in respectful and interacting with the channel and all that, I apologize you have to sit through that whole thing, right? But, I mean, I hope you guys can also understand where I'm coming from. It gets exhausting. So I'm going to address it. I'm not going to address it again, right? And maybe, you know, maybe some of the folks that are, you know, that are on the channel that understand, you know, commercial driving, professional driving, maybe, you know, you can shed some light on what I've been trying to say here. You know, like the things that we do when you spend 12, you know, hours a day going down the road, there are times when you are going to have to take your eyes off the road for a second or two. You know, I mean, you're not taking your eye, you can still see out of your peripheral vision, just like I can. And of course, I'm not in, you know, I would never, ever make a video if I'm in, just for example, Atlanta at fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not fucking retarded, right? No offense to retarded people, but I'm not, you know, I've got common sense, right? So here I am making a video, literally 6:30 in the morning, in the middle of fucking, you know, nowhere, Texas, and that's generally and typically when I'll make videos. You know, when I can, you know, when I feel like I have the ability to do so in a safe way. Yeah, here's an, oh, you never looked over at a vehicle? You never, oh, look at that truck. That's a nice truck. Never done that, eh? Ever in your life? Never. Okay, all right, no problem. Yeah, you should open up a fucking driving school. Teach everybody how to drive. You know? Fucking horseshit, man. I don't like getting that fired up so early in the morning. He wants to talk about killing people, though. It's disgusting. Don't bring it around this fucking channel. I've never blocked anybody, but I will, you know, you just, and not that you care, but I'm not gonna have that shit. I'm not gonna hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. After this, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Morning, America. How the hell are you? Oh, that guy there, he went through a big shit storm yesterday. Go check out his channel, Life with Pawna. Life with Pawna. Pawna. I'm gonna throw some heat your way there, Steve. His wife's on there. They're rolling down the road with a RGN, okay? RGN trailer. He's been waiting for this trailer for a year. So he gets this trailer, he's on his 3rd or 4th load, I don't know, he just got it. Anyways, he's got some big pipe. And he's got to set it on the back step, and so he's got to build a bridge or a knee wall or whatever you want to refer to it as. You know, he's got to build a wall so he can sit, so it makes it level. Well, he gets going down the road, and the pipe, you know, whatever happened, and the wall started to fall down, basically, essentially, right? It moved. Well, anytime you get any movement anywhere, it's NFG, right? Long story short, you know, he does the right thing. He does a load check. He sees that it's shifted, and he proceeds to try to find a solution. But you've got this thousands of pounds of pipe sitting on this wall. What are you going to do? You got to get it lifted up so you can put the wall back and da-da-da. Well, here's the thing about it, right, is that they state, him and his wife state, that they let the people that were shipping, apparently they let them build this wall. I have a hard time believing that, right? I really do, right? I do. Because nobody in their right mind is going to put, you know, their license on the line. Somebody is never going to put as much care into doing something as you're going to because you're the one ultimately responsible for that load. And when you're building a knee wall out of, they look like maybe like 2x2s or 4x4s, I don't know what they were, but lumber, there's 5 or 6 pieces stacked on top of each other, right? First of all, I would have never built a knee wall with just that 2 inches or 4 inches. I would be building that wall wider, because obviously wider, the more stability that wall's going to have. Secondly, they weren't fastened together, so all they were was 6 boards, one on top of each other, and then fastened down with a couple straps and a couple chains. Well, that's not going to cut it. You know, they didn't have anything on. You know, they didn't have any structure holding that wall from going back and forth. And so now they decided to put this whole situation live on YouTube. Apparently, they called it a tow truck. Tow truck wanted to charge them $4,500 in New Mexico. They were in New Mexico by this time, to lift the pipe up so they could set that wall back up. So he ends up going and getting a bottle jack, and listen, kudos to you, Steve, for getting it done, right? Kudos to you for getting it done. Shame on you for not doing it right the first time. And maybe that stings a bit, but lesson learned, I hope. And I'll say this right now on my channel, I don't believe that they built that wall. I believe you built that wall. Okay? I believe that in my heart. I believe that you built that wall. Right? And I believe that once you've seen that shit went south, you had to call your company and tell them what the fuck was going on, and you don't want to take responsibility for it. I mean, who would, right? But nevertheless, no harm, no foul. And if you're sitting here I've never been at a shipper. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've never been at a shipper where the shipper says, sure, I'll build your knee wall for you. Never. I've never been. Nobody's going to do that. Why would they want to put their fucking name on that? If something happens, they're ultimately responsible. Oh, okay, you're going to build that? Okay, what's your name? What do you do here? What's your job? Right? That's not going to happen, man. So, I mean, I don't know who's buying your bullshit, but I wasn't buying it. But nevertheless, you figured it out. You got the job done. And he went on to say, I'll never let anybody, I'll never let anybody build Sorry, man. I'm just going to call it like I see it. I've been doing this too long. Anyways, so you guys let me know, like, would you let somebody, a shipper, some nobody, build your wall to support, would you let that happen and then go down the road? Would you? It don't make any fucking sense to me. It just doesn't, man. And we've all been there, right? We've all done something and then been like, oh fuck, that ain't gonna fucking work. And then you gotta find a solution. But to say that, oh yeah, no, I let somebody else do it. It's like you're trying to say, I mean, what you're trying to say, what you told the world was, if I'd have done it, this would never have happened. Like, because you're not capable of making a mistake like that, which is fucking horse shit, right? We all make fucking mistakes, man. We're not perfect. And, it's just something that fucking happens. But to say that you let somebody else do it and now you're fixing their mistake, I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man. And And then, you know, how long is this video? Oh shit, it's getting long. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna leave it at that for today. I wanted to talk about something else. I'm gonna go back next video. I'm gonna be talking back, gonna go dip back into this fucking truck rental program, specifically with Prime, because I've been watching a couple videos lately. Things are not fucking good. I mean, the rates are going up, but a lot of these operators, right? The lease operators have found themselves in such a fucking hole at this point that they're, you know, and not only that, but I want to talk about all of these new implementations, safety implementations. And basically Prime is saying to they don't care who it is. You could be there 5 years, 1 year, 30 years. If you don't want to get in line and put these driver-facing cameras in your truck and go with this whole new thing that they're doing with safety, then let us know, and we're going to make sure that we start your exit strategy. Meaning, bye-bye, see you later. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Don't care who you are. And then there's a couple other things too, but the video is already 25 minutes. You know, I'm a one take, no fake guy here. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna upload it and then let the chips fall where they may, right? But I do hope each and every one of you have a great day today. I know I'm going to try and have a good day. I'm dropping this load off in a couple hours, and then I'm going down to Deadhead down to Houston, which is about a 6-ish hour steam out of Abilene. And I'm going to be picking up some rail car, some train stuff. You know, headed back north. And so maybe I'll make a video on all that, but yeah, once again, fuck you with all your fucking stupid comments, and thank you to all the folks that have been interacting with the channel, the new subscribers. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day. Driver's Lounge over and out.